So today on Behind the Tracks, we're going to be looking at a song that changed language. A rock and roll song that changed language. Before this song became a hit, the popular spelling of the word tonight was Tonight. But when Bob Seger sang We've Got Tonite, Tonite, tonight was pretty well forgotten, or is out of sight, as we like to say. Now, We've Got Tonite, written by Bob Seger, came from his very successful album, Stranger in Town in 1978. The single charted twice for Seger and was developed from a prior song they had written. Further versions charted in 1983 for the strange duet with Kenny Rogers and Sheena Easton, age difference much, and in 2002 for Ronan Keaton. The song developed from an earlier Bob Seger composition titled This Old House, which featured the same chords as We Got Tonight, although the earlier song had a slightly different melody. Sing overhauled This Old House into We've Got Tonight the day after seeing the film The Sting in 1973, which features a conversation between a Robert Redford character and a woman he's attracted to, played by Demeter Arliss, who says, "I don't even know you." Redford's response was, "You know me, it's 2 a.m, and I don't know anybody." It caused an emotional response in Seger, manifested in overhaul song lyrics. Now, We've Got Tonight was not recorded until the 76 sessions for Seger's album Night Moves, and was held off that album as Seger felt it was not a thematic fit. It was one of the 5 Stranger tracks recorded at Muscle Shoals Sound Studios with the Muscle Shoals rhythm section, Vanetta Fields, Clyde King, and Shirley Matthews providing the backing vocals. Now, a very long duet. The album version is 4:38, and the single is at 3:40. On Capitol, and again backed up before by Hollywood Nights, and then his biggest hit, Old Time Rock and Roll. Now, according to Dave Marsh of Rolling Stone, Seger's melodic sense has never been better than We've Got Tonight, a grand seduction song in the tradition of Rod Stewart's Tonight's the Night. Tonight, different spelling. Now, We've Got Tonight served his album's 3rd single, and it reached number 13 in the U.S. pop charts in 1978. It also was played in the background of Melissa Sue Anderson television film Survival of Dana, in a scene where Anderson's character was in L.A., visiting the home of one of her new friends, and was sitting in a room with co-star Robert Carradine's Donnie Davis character, with whom she was falling in love. In the UK, the original version would chart twice, number 41 in 79 and number 22 in a 95 re-release, as We've Got Tonight, Tonight, to promote a greatest hits album. In 82, a live version titled We've Got Tonight, Tonite, from the in-concert album 9 Tonight, Tonite, reached number 60 in the UK. Now, since the death of his mother, Charlotte, Seger's made the point of always including We've Got Tonight in his live set list, as it was her favorite of his compositions. Now, credits are adapted from the liner notes of Seger's 94 Greatest Hits compilation. Bob Seger lead vocals, Barry Beckett on keyboards, Pete Carr on lead guitar, Jimmy Johnson on rhythm guitar, Dave Hood on bass guitar, and Roger Hawkins on drums and percussion, with Vanetta Fields, Clyde King, Shirley Matthews, Sherlie, another misspelling, and Jim Ed Norman on background vocals and string arrangements. Now, Billboard described We've Got Tonight as a melodic ballad featuring Seger's smoky and tender vocal, and said that the structure of the melody was similar to Rod Stewart's Tonight's the Night. Cashbox called it a sensitive ballad with stark opening tambourine beat, strings, and strong upward swell, and praised Seger's vocals as well as the brightness provided by the backing vocals. Record World said that the drama builds beautifully and Seger's raspy vocals carry the message with ease. The basic message is, I want to lay down with you in a bed of roses, but all we got is tonight, like there's no tomorrow. So it's the ultimate one-night stand or a one-liner approach. Now, in Australia, it went to 31. Canada went to number 9. Adult Contemporary number 6. New Zealand number 12. South Africa number 11. UK 41. Billboard Hot 100 13. Adult Contemporary 29. Cashbox number 11. We're seeing a trend with the Bob Seger, Jackson Browne, Eagles genre. These songs are bigger in Canada because they get more airplay. At the time, AM and FM radio weren't really connected, but work by Jackson Browne, Bob Seger, the Eagles, the 4 different Beatles were very strong on both AM and FM. Now, year-end charts, 89 in Canada, 94 in US, and 91 in Cashbox. Now, UK charts in 82, top 60. Charts in 95, 29 in Ireland, 17 in Scotland, UK 22. In the UK, it went certified platinum, silver, UK with 200,000. Now, the Kenny Rogers, Sheena Easton version, like I said, pretty bizarre. In 83, American country pop star Kenny Rogers recorded a song as a duet with Scottish pop star Sheena Easton and made it the title track of his album We've Got Tonight, Tonight. Both Rogers and Easton were the roster of EMI America Liberty Records, and their collaboration of We've Got Tonight was at the firm's suggestion of label chairman Larry Mazza, who hoped to restore Easton to chart ascendancy. This was after, nobody does it better before she started dating Prince. Mazza was also the president of Capitol, the label of release for the Bob Seger original. Rogers stated, I like the idea of recording with Sheena. I thought the contrast in styles, I'm throaty and she's trained and pure, would really work together. Rogers himself phoned Easton to pitch their duet on December 23rd, 82. The two singers had met up on Christmas Eve to rehearse the song with a piano. 6 days later, they went into the studio with the completed track, going to radio 9 days later. Easton would assert it was the song choice which appealed to her, while allowing Rogers to be a good singer with a distinctive voice, whom she found always helpful and cooperative in the studio, debunking insider reports that the 10-day recording session for the track was a stormy one, with Rogers overtly disliking Easton's high-pitched vocals. Easton's contribution to the track would prove critical contention. Now, Billboard said that the song gets a full production treatment, building on a contrast between two distinctive and familiar voices. Now, number one hit on the Billboard Country Singles Chart. We've Got Tonight reached number 6 in the Billboard Hot 100 Singles Chart, and number 2 in the Billboard Adult Contemporary, also reaching top 30 in the United Kingdom. Rebranded as a country western song due to Rogers, We've Got Tonight, Tonight, will be honored by ASCAP in the most performed country song of 83, with Seger, an iconic Detroit rocker, personally acknowledging the honor by attending the October 84 ASCAP Country Music Awards held at Opryland Hotel in Nashville. In Brazil, the song was quite strong and exceeded 100,000 copies. Other players on that is the great David Foster on acoustic and electric pianos, Paul Jackson Jr., Marty Walsh on guitars, Nathan East on bass, Michael Baird on drums, Jeremy Lubbock on string arrangement, and Humberto Gatica as engineer. Now, weekly charts went number 1 in Canada on adult contemporary and country. Canada top singles number 4, Australia 11, Austria number 11, Belgium 20th, France 71, Germany 56, Ireland 18, Netherlands 24, and on the Dutch top 40 21, New Zealand 13, Norway 10, UK singles 28, Billboard Hot 106, Hot Country number 1, Adult Contemporary number 2, Cashbox top 100 number 10. End of season charts was highest in US and Canada with top 40 and top 42. Now the Ronan Keaton version was part of the multi single. His song charted quite well in Europe. In UK went number 4, top 15 in Australia, Belgium, Ireland, Netherlands, and Romania. Number 1 in Scotland. Year-end charts 95 in Ireland, number 78 in UK, and certified gold in Australia and Germany. And again, there's been other versions. Again, of course, the one in the Melissa Sue Anderson movie. Versions have appeared in the TV series Ray Donovan. Now other covers: Rain Alexander, Bill Anderson, Anna Lisi, Patty Austin, Charlie Bassey, Elkie Brooks, Rita Coolidge, Niall, Alison Durbin, Ray Dillon, Adam Harvey, Steve Houghton, Tom Jones, actually, Reg Livermore, Barry Manilow, Jane McDonald, Melanie, Cord Overstreet, Tex Perkins, Conway Twitty, as Tonight, Tonite, on Heart of Soul in 1980, as well as Dottie West. Now, Sheena Easton did a Spanish language version of it called No Noche y Tu on her 84 Spanish language album Tota mi rosura a ti, the track being a duet with Diango. Now, the songs released in Italian and in Czech and in different versions. So we've got Tonite, whatever you want to call it, Tonite or Tonaght. No matter what the language, people who are romantic and basically want to get laid, that's what the song's all about. We've got Tonite, why don't you stay? He's begging her, saying, I find you very attractive, let's get through the night together. And not to be confused with Let's Spend the Night Together by the Rolling Stones. Like, this is the thematic. Tonight's the Night was basically saying we're going to do it tonight. But this one, I don't know, like with the duet and Sheena Easton, the age difference really bothered a lot of people too, by the way. We're not going to talk about that. So Bob Seger can never work again. All he would have to do is live in residuals on this. His money is covered. Like I said, one of the most important rock duets or even country duets of the 1980s. So if you like what you're doing with our Behind the Tracks on Bob Seger, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share. And if this is one of your favorite songs, you might have some children hanging around, especially if you're a woman, because of this song. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, have a good one, and don't forget, keep your stick in the ice. Bye.